Matthew chapter 2, the visit of the wise men. Now after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we saw his star when it rose, and we have come to worship him. When Herod the king heard this, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And assembling all the chief priests and the scribes of the people, he inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. They told him, In Bethlehem of Judea, for so it is written by the prophets. And you, O Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means the least among the rulers of Judah. For from you shall come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel. Then Herod summoned the wise men secretly and ascertained from them what time the star had appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem, saying, Go and search diligently for the child, and when you have found him, bring me word that I too may come and worship him. After listening to the king, they went on their way, and behold, the star that they had seen when it rose went before them until it came to rest over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced exceedingly with great joy. And going into the house, they saw the child with Mary his mother, and they fell down and worshipped him. Then, opening their treasures, they offered him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. And being warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they departed to their own country by another way. Hello, it's Sunday and I'm still here, still next to the Christmas tree, still in my Christmas jumper. Why? Because after the carol service on Wednesday, Dave locked the door and went home and left me in here, and I've been stuck here ever since. Not really. But now that Christmas is finished, sort of, it's now time that we can deal with Alex's pet peeve with Christmas. You might remember this from last year. What is wrong with the nativity stories that you do at school? This year I'm sure that lots of you have gone and recorded things and you've made videos, and you've all made the same mistake because everybody does it every year. Every single one of them include three fellas from the east. Some people call them the wise men. Some people call them the three kings. Either way, there's three of them, probably a camel, and they all come into the stable, they see the baby in the manger, they bend their knee, they give him presents. Lovely. Except they didn't, did they? No. It clearly says in Matthew, they entered a house. Not a stable, a house. They weren't there at the nativity. It may even have been up to 2 years after the birth of Jesus that they arrived. They weren't late. They arrived at the time they were supposed to arrive. But they weren't there when he was first born. Them being in the nativity actually makes as much sense as an octopus being there. But there we have it. What is important about the wise men is that you recognise whether they're wise men or whether they're kings. They are clearly rich and important and powerful men. But they are willing to drop everything they are doing, to travel hundreds if not thousands of miles. And why? To visit a young boy. Because they were wise enough to recognise that here was a truly special child. Along the way they meet Herod. They're given great hospitality from Herod, clearly showing that they're rich and powerful men. Herod wouldn't do that if any Tom, Dick or Harry stopped in. Herod rolls out the red carpet for them, gives them a banquet. But Herod asks them, you go, you find him, and when you do, just let me know where he is so I can I can go and Give thanks for his birth. The wise men, again, they're not stupid. They see the danger. They see what Herod's intention really is. And so once they find Jesus, once they give him these great and expensive gifts, once they bend the knee and show that they really believe he is a special and important man, they go home a different way. The wise men weren't really there at the Nativity, but they did visit Jesus when he was a child, and they did recognise that here was the most special of children. Here was a child that even they, in their rich and powerful status, should bend the knee to.